Hello, I'm Coach Eugene. Today we're going to be watching over the Renegades VOD from last night. Whoa. Alright, so I've already watched this map in my own time, and I'd like to say you guys did some really good stuff on the first point, and then through from there on. And I'll be showing you why. So rolling out on this comp, Moira Zaya is a good adaptation. From my memory, their Mei wasn't doing much, but in future, when you're playing up against actually good Meis, on a diva. Alright, let me get a good angle. Okay, so this first fight, actually, that being said, they got to the fight first, and this wall is absolutely ginormous, so kinda needs to be, like, there's nothing that could save these two. They're Mei walling first, really, which is... it was just the fight, don't know. They Mei wall first, they get better positioning, and they just slaughter you guys. There's also an aspect of them getting there first. They possibly did Symmetra rollout. I've heard from you guys that you think it's like actually slower on console. I'd like to explore that because like getting the fight first, especially there. So I've watched that back. Your Moira just died from unluckiness. So things that you could have done last fight are, for example, you see that they get there first, so you know that you can't actually push that, so you play slowly and you make them come to you. You maybe like play on point, you play down here, and then wait so you can jump onto them, because you can't, the way that you guys pushed it, you pushed it like just head first, which was just straight wrong. Just kind of want to be thinking about what the right play should be. Anyway, what happened to Ark last fight was just straight unlucky. You got hit by like a bunch of stray bullets and a fire strike. Alright, so pushing in now, you should know that their Mei is going to try stuff. Yeah, so this Ana Zaya stuff isn't something that we should be playing though. You want, like, you play the Ana with the D.Va. With here, if you're really reluctant to play D.Va, kind of understand it because of these really small chokes, you want the Batiste. So yeah, what you want to do here is bait the wall, or you guys line up, put your wall up first, and just charge in before they make it do it. Those are your two options. So yeah, you guys do that. That's well done. Alright. So, great play from Fish there. Their Reaper doesn't seem to do much, but there's not much, like, actual things. So I think that Shadow was trying to prevent the Reaper. You guys should just straight be solo ulting a Nano Reaper. But yeah, that Shadow's really good. The Reaper doesn't do much with his Nano. So, well played, guys. Like, I'm really proud of that fight. You queued up your cooldowns and you used them all at the right times. Alright, so now you need to be aggressing, hoping to take out one of these guys. There we go, you're doing it again, which is good. The wall comes up, which is unfortunate, but you guys are doing it, which is nice. Now, what you want to do there is your plan's been foiled, so just back up. You get grabbed. The B comes too late. Okay. You guys don't win, do you? Okay, you won. Sorry, I wrote that fight off. I wasn't watching. Alright, so you push in, gets cancelled. Grab comes out. Beat comes in a little late. Without a Zaya, it is quite risky to commit. You guys use Beat. You Nano Lucio. See, I thought you guys did a Nano Blossom, which would have been a really good play, but you Nano Lucio. Damn, okay. You guys got a little bit lucky there. Good Blossom from Sky. He should have been nanoed, but it worked. Alright, so once again, you need to be coming up and fighting. Enemy team's playing this pretty slow. There we go, massive wall. Once again, you're using your ults first, you're coming in first. Probably a little bit too aggressive from Quody though. So now without a Mei, you should be backing up. Ah yes, so this play. I think this is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, this is a massive feed from Dub. So, when your Zarya feeds like that, there are two things that you can do. So you're going to see here, Dub is going to... hold on. So he's going to pop his Grav out of desperation. Now, the two things that you guys could do in that situation is you need to get Dub out, so pushing in aggressively. Problem with this Grav is your damage dealer Reaper is there and your Reinhardt is just going to be a punching bag at this point. So this play could have been good, but as a team, you guys really had to go balls to the wall aggressive. You didn't have the ultimates to do it, so I just... Yeah, there's a feed that you guys tried to save by using ults, which worked last time, like using ults when you're down and then trying to win the fight, but it didn't work here. Your Reaper's not in position, and they shut down really effectively the two people that are going to be doing that damage into grabs. So... They only had to use beat for that. Oh, they use Shatter as well. I guess it's an okay trade, but your Grav is so important. I don't really recommend doing that sort of stuff. Like, if you are going to go for a play with that, you want at least nano boost. Sorry, my throat's killing me. Maybe a Shatter into it, but it's a bad play from the Zarya though. Alright, so here they're playing really up close in your face. The difference between what they're doing and what you guys are doing is they're not leaving in no man's land, which is, I think leaving it is better because it leaves more room for things to happen. So the way you guys were holding, where you were holding over here waiting for them to come in, then you'd engage into them, kind of making them use resources to come to you. Here you, like, they're leaving it to a spot where you guys use resources and they're right there, so it's like kind of better for you. Essentially. Massive anti, so you guys just want to be waiting. And then speeding in. Right here, using the resources. Note for Dub, when their Reaper's doing that, pressure him to get out. Because he's just getting away with murder. Yep. The enemy team through that fight, you guys had significantly better positioning and won off of that. Why? I'm coming. Okay. So this fight, yeah. You guys are playing this corner, which is better, because now they need to use cooldowns to engage, meaning they have less when the fight actually happens. Of course, if they were playing McCree, you guys wouldn't want to be doing this, because you'd be giving them too good of angles, but they're not, so it's fine. Right, it's right here. Beat comes out to counter, nicely done. Sleep onto Reaper, so really good support plays here straight up. You guys need to understand that Fish is going to die. So you need to... You're also coming up on a nano boost, but Fish has been antied, like he's going to die. That's just something that probably didn't notice in the heat of the moment, but what you guys need to be doing here is nano your Reaper or you nano your Zarya, because your Reinhardt, like, he would be the optimal nano target, but he's going to die here regardless of what you guys do. So you just need to start pocketing someone. He's taking all the pressure, which is massive. So Sky is at a Blossom position as well. Once this wall is down, he can go out and Blossom. They've used most of their resources. Like, even though your Reinhardt has died, Sky is in an absolutely enormous position that just wins it for you guys. So really well done on this round. I really liked what you guys did. Okay. Problems with this, straight up. Before the scrim we had talked about how to use Symmetra. You guys disagreed with me, but I mean, you're gonna see here why what you were doing was wrong. You should be playing Symmetra with the Mei. Like, Symmetra should be your damage dealing DPS. 2 damage deals, and this was really your downfall of this round. You guys didn't utilize Mei whatsoever. It was a complete waste. Like, Quody didn't really have much of a role in the team this round, which I'll kind of show you what I was talking about. It's just somewhat pointless.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright. So, good things, bad things. Straight up, Kabisu has an amazing rollout. Like, really good read on things. You not getting a boop here is somewhat surprising. Just work on that more in the future, because that could be a massive, just instant fight winner. But yeah, good job on the rollout there. So, like, right here, straight up suicide. You guys can't win this. We shouldn't be able to win this. Their Symmetra is already set up on point, and you guys aren't even considering going to point yet. We're trying to play the Symmetra comp more slowly, but they've already got insanely good positioning. Winning this is going to be a matter of ultimates. Still playing this slow, like, poking, it's really pointless. So where's this teleporter go? This teleporter is pretty clever. You guys, like, think, oh yeah, we're gonna bamboozle them. But they're on a completely reads you and demolishes you. There's no Mei wall for PL, there's no Diva to eat that nade, and it all goes to shit. Okay, now the swap onto Hanzo makes no sense. Why did you do this? I don't get it. Yeah, you guys are just playing this slow, kind of crappy style that all the good things that happened last round have just stopped happening. Like these taking initiatives, using your cooldowns and positioning better than the enemy team, just straight out playing them. This is all gone. Alright, so you go for Nano Boost Engage. I also have a really big problem with this fight. So you go for a Nano Boost Engage. Oh, you're kidding me, it's doing it again. What the hell? My speed up has been screwed up. Alright. So I can't watch this in regular speed. We can watch it in this speed. So what's happened here is you've used Nano Boost. But once they use the sim wall, the only thing you guys really can do is immediately get out. You're gonna see why, like, still swinging. The Symmetra's on max charge. They've got Nano Boost onto Reinhardt. You guys have just lost your Nano onto Reinhardt. But really, all you want to be doing is just hiding. Waiting for the sim wall to go. And then you just go up and shatter into a sim wall. Like, you guys are so impatient here. I know the clock is ticking, but that shouldn't be your priority here should just be winning. Seriously, what is wrong with my replay system? This was happening with the last one I was doing. This is supposed to be 1 time. Like, are you kidding me? 2 times is still slow. Bro, what is happening? Everything is 1.5 times. I think this is 1 times. Okay. Despite the distractions, you're trying to push into a Symmetra point with just something that isn't going to work. With your Mei, you would be able to isolate them in the chokes and really smash them. Hanzo's yet to do anything. You guys just kind of threw away this point. So here they grab and yeah, there's nothing that can be done. I don't believe a beat was used that fight. Dragon Blade wasn't built. A Dragon Strike wasn't built, and Death Blossom wasn't used. Oh, never mind, there it is. Kind of good. But yeah, no. Let's rewatch that fight, because why wasn't there a beat into that grove? Oh, you haven't built it yet?
Gonna make you feel better.
God damn. You guys really threw this point away. Did you swap or something? That's incredible.
Ready for battle. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
Try to give me a second. Alright. So, you guys are finally using quoting the right way again. On a Junkrat, I still think the May's better. The Junkrat sim is not a bad idea. Like, this will still work, but you guys have to be playing hyper aggressive. Playing Junkrat is kind of more of a wall breaker strategy though. Another thing, I'm not sure if you guys are doing this on purpose, but generally the team that lands second gets the nade, like a better nade. So their Ana got a 2-man nade, but then your Ana just gets straight everyone, and it's free fight from there. Trap onto the Reinhardt, so you guys are doing massive things. This is dub again though. You're not looking at the Reaper as you drop. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. When Reaper comes in, I need you shooting him for him to go away though. That's your job. Alright, I'd speed this up, but who knows what the hell's gonna happen.
The objective is now.
No! My bad.
The objective is now.
Alright. So. Got all 6 here? Yeah. Alright. So it's in your best interest to play this kind of slowly. You have the turrets on point. They don't even have a speed boost. You guys can just sit there and just run circles around them. The Reinhardt is going to get absolutely pummeled. Alright, so this pin from Fish. What the hell are you doing, man? Like, I know it's boring, but you should just be playing this slowly. I'm pretty sure you guys are fine, but giving them these slight edges, like these slight opportunities to win fights is suicidal. Just don't do it. You guys do win this, but that could have gone very badly if you were properly punished. Something you could even employ, I know you should pretty much always be playing Reinhardt with Lucio. Actually, no, never mind. I'm just thinking you could play a Brig on this point because you don't actually have to speed around much, at least on defense. Obviously on the re-engage you'll need the Lucio. But how important really is it? Just your presence on the point does enough. Alright. What happened here, Dub? Bad bubbles. Alright, so you've died here straight up because of really poor bubble usage. Might look at that more in the future. Yeah, I know this Reaper isn't doing much, but an uncontested Reaper is one of the most dangerous things in the world. You always need to be beaming him down. But yeah, that was just a pretty big lack of a kind of situational awareness that got you there.
Adjusting angle of attack.
Oh my god. Alright, so Giant Shatter. B gets used. I think you guys are using your ults too quickly here. Master Sleep on the rebuild. Good play from Ark. You really are the MVP of this round so far for me. Alright, yeah, that Shadow was a bit overly eager, but that fight was really good from you guys. Oh no, wait, you lose this, don't you? Do you? You guys are feeding what? No! Oh, not the bad bit. You guys really could have won that fight. You just fed your tiny little brains out and let them win. Or do you win? Oh, you do win. That's nice. Okay, that final fight was a bit eerie for me, but you guys did pretty well other than that.
Victory.
Alright, Anubis.
Now entering the temple of Venus. Ready for battle.
Alright. So, I already see something I don't like here. Common misconception. Bap Mercy is the best thing you can play for double shield. Bap Zen is actually the best thing you can play for double shield. And if they have like a Genji or a Doomfist is doing too much, Bap Brig is the best thing you can play for double shield. But pretty much all the time you should be playing Bap Zen, unless the meta asks for a Brigitte or a Lucio. Is my speed tool working? I think so.
Would you like the sponge or the spray?
5, 4, 3.
Like pocketing your Hanzo. I don't know how this works out, but a pocketed Hanzo and a Discord Orb. Discord Orb is always better.
Attackers incoming.
Also Torbjorn over Echo, I don't like that. Damn.
Dein Schutzengel ist da.
Alright, so one pretty big issue that I see like straight up. Ark died, kind of unlucky, but the enemy team, how many times do you halt rock them here? Right here their positioning is awful, but your positioning is no better. So this guy should be the one that's chasing down this Widow right now while you guys are trying to get picks in the backline. Kind of just straight up being played by their— oh no! Speaking of poor positioning. Man, so their raw composition sucks, but this positioning as a team is so much worse. So, here, I see why you guys wanted to drop, but you want to be going into this room or this staircase. You gave their snipers so much space that fight. Also, Torbjorn proved to be a completely useless choice there. Alright, so now you guys have swapped to Ana. Ah, okay, you're swapping your comp completely. What? Maybe we do have to talk about compositions. Ah, okay. So, Arkengabisu. It's been a lot of problems with you two. Like, you guys have had a lot of problems with pocket brig. So the two positions that you could be playing is obviously here with the spawn room right there as your peel, or over there. I would probably recommend that room a little bit more because you have a spawn room and you have a health pack and you have the mega quite close. Also, this position as a team is straight awful. You've just given up point. Yeah, I thought we talked about this. I said I don't want to see any more dub on Wrecking Ball fish on Diva. The Roadhog here is actually worse than the Diva though. Alright, so you guys actually effectively shut that down. That's pretty nice. And with this hold, you guys were perhaps a little late to the swap, but oh god. Yeah, I want to see Roadhog bring an honor over onto this side. And what the? Okay. You completely swapping your comp? This whole thing is just kind of random. I'm not really sure how much more I'll work for this. Set a good tempo though, I guess. But I don't like the choice of playing Reinhardt Wrecking Ball. I think the enemy have bigger issues than you guys do, but this looks... If you were to tell me this was ranked, I would believe you. How has that slowed this down? There we go. Alright, another completely random pin from Fish. I guess we can talk about what the hell happened that fight. So, they've used two positioning ults, two zoning ults, that have made you guys just completely unpresent onto the point. And now they're defending the point. You guys have a pretty bad attacking comp. Like at this point, you guys are not in a good position. So they have had to use a lot of ults, but they're working. This pin from Fish is... Seriously, why you keep doing this, but it's not doing anything ever. It's straight asking to die. So when they use those ults, those zoning ults, the biggest... Like, the zoning ults are massive, obviously, because they really set... They kind of... I'm lost for words here. But they use their Gravitic Flux and their Dragon Strike, and they split you guys into 3 different sections, and they just went in and killed all 3 sections. You guys need to be splitting off by yourselves. Like, as a 6, I mean, when it comes to those, unless you're playing a split composition. But they really played you. Unless, what the hell am I watching? Did Ark just come back as Moira and get a 2k? Okay.
Not right.
Okay. Big play here from Sky though. That's a zoning ult. I want Reinhardt dead right now. I worked out okay. Alright. So seeing this, I find kind of disappointing. I know the talk we had the other day was kind of unproductive, but I feel like I've kind of made it clear that I don't want to see you guys doing this anymore, this picking random heroes just because we feel like it. And that's exactly what has happened. Like, not even hours after we talked about this. So that is a gorgeous shadow. It's effective cleanup. Well played. See, we're watching this in 2 times, but this is definitely 1 times. Okay, so this guy uses his ultimate properly. This should be an easy win for you guys. Somewhat. The run should be dying here. Okay. A little bit messy, but pretty good cleanup.
60 seconds remaining.
Now force them to use ults in a completely inappropriate spot. Nicely done.
Seconds remaining.
Touch from afar. Gale them
Another prime example of them just using all their ults at once. But let's see how well you guys get out of this. God damn! Okay, you really just let their dragon do what they wanted. And of course you guys win this. Okay. So, what did I like? You guys actually used Wrecking Ball really well there. You set the pace every single time to their really awful comp. You kind of just abused all of their holes. That's well done. But I'm guessing something completely different that we won't learn from comes out on attack. What the fuck? Okay. Let's not run this tank line. We run this tank line, okay. It's kinda cool. Okay, so to break this comp, you guys are gonna have to play smart and coordinatedly. Your team comp isn't gonna do it though. So when you see this, you should be going back to spawn, swapping to, honestly, Echo, Tracer, Wrecking Ball, Diva. Yeah, effectively speaking, your team comp won't do anything. Something to potentially abuse is their Sigma's out of position. So Wux could, you guys would have to do it very quickly, but Wux and Dub could assassinate the Sigma. Potentially. Yeah. I don't really understand why you guys are still running this comp. You're not going to do anything against them. Just gonna put this up to 2 times so you guys swap. As a diva, you've gone Reaper. Okay. Uncoordinated dive. Dub, you shouldn't be slamming him without Fish's Matrix at all. And then Fish, you're going in by yourself. Alright, this is another completely... Where's the Wrecking Ball? You guys aren't diving as a team. Why are the mines on the point? We need you up top. Alright, I hope you guys understand why this is happening though. What the...
30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, this entire point, this is completely... Okay, this is the best dive you guys have done so far. It's really exciting, except no one's up top to kill the people that need to die. Wow, okay. So... yeah, you guys should know why what happened. You guys played one fight well. The rest of the time, they had a set play, and every single time you let them run it, like... it was incredible. There was no smart thinking of how can we beat this. There was just, let's keep running into the wall. So you guys finally did a good engagement. So to Sky, with playing the Reaper and the Echo there, with Reaper you have to teleport in, putting yourself at a lot of risk. Also just the like the mobility difference is insanely different. Like it's just massive. With Echo she just jumps up instantly, she's got everything, she can jump down to contest the point, come back up. With Reaper you're really like a slow old man. So when you're playing this comp, it's Echo or Tracer. Reaper's not fast enough to keep up with these tanks. Also, Ana Lucio is a bit of a weird call. You should be playing Moira Lucio or Briggs Zenyatta. Against the enemy team comp, Briggs Zen would be really strong because they can't punish you. Also, why is Fish and Dub on these heroes again? We keep saying let's stop doing it, so why is it still happening? Oh my god. In regards to Lux's dex, Death as a pretty big feed you want at all considering, I believe you got Flash Fan, you want it all considering how the McCree might react. But there's some pretty nice coordinated tank play there on the bomb. CP. You have 2 good fights and you win, that's amazing. Alright, Numbani. There's Black Cheetah. Alright, is it a 4 or 9? Let's find out. 4, 8, E. Alright.
Traveling to Mumbai. Ready for battle.
Damn. You guys aren't gonna roll out on this comp, are you? Because
Attackers
it really hurt my
in
feelings.
30 seconds.
Okay, so this hold. I actually like it. I really like it. If you guys take the right initiative, I really like it. Alright. So Wox's Sombra didn't impress me too much here. Let's see how good Sky is.
Defend objective A.
Routing power to forward shield.
Although, as far as playing the Diva here, I think Ana's a better choice. Ana? Sorry, Zaya. You guys are also playing a bit of a counter dive comp, so the enemy team's comp is really good. Better than yours. So if their Ana gets to the right position, they should beat you. Yeah, you guys are playing a really passive form of dive, which has given them the point. It only costs them a Zarya bubble and a Winston jump to capture a tick. It's incredible. So as Winston, you need to, first of all, you're going in without your Ana, you're asking to die. Tanks here are by themselves. Now Ana's had to drop, this is egregious. Alright, so let's talk about how that fight should have gone, once this annoying capture noise is gone. Okay. So...
Stop the payload.
yeah, so there are a lot of issues. Stuz, I don't think the Diva here is the best call at all. I think, with this team comp, when you play Winston in this day and age, you bubble him so he can get in and he can build his primal, and he uses his bubble, then he comes out with about half health. Ana builds her nano boost. The way that you play Winston now is you build primal and nano boost onto Winston. Those are his two life conditions basically, and the entire comp is just pocketing Winston and him making space for the damage dealing DPS, which this comp was the Ashe. I honestly would have rather see Tracer and a Brig instead of Mercy. Because that fight, they didn't have to do much to you guys and you crumbled instantly.
Objective lost.
Also playing McCree is, no. You already have an Ashe, this double hit scan stuff doesn't need to happen. Okay, so you do swap to Zaya, too late in my opinion though. The enemy team now should just be able to kind of stake their claim. I believe you might be playing McCree for the flashbang, but this is really what I don't want to see. Like, you shouldn't have to swap to McCree just so that you don't get dove. That should be a Briggs job. It's just all a bit of a mess. So if you let's just see how this goes. Nice aim from Sky. Alright, good peel bubble. But you guys are playing this Winston comp with no initiative, you're playing counter dives. Which, I mean, it worked for New York for a whole year, but it's not the way it's designed to play. You guys are doing it alright though. Okay, so right here is a complete waste of time. you should be getting your Ana and Zaya up to a high ground. Laying on the floor. You guys really are just trying to bait these dives so you can kill them when they go in. I find it really interesting. Big sleep, and then you... Not sure if you guys are doing it on purpose, but you are playing this really well. Okay, here's the problem with it though, you are being completely bummed right now. To an extent, you've actually gotten out of the double grab quite nicely. Alright, maybe with Vox on a Tracer and Kabisu onto a Brig, you guys could be playing this comp a lot more often in the same style that you are. I don't like the holding point though, I'd like to see a much further back position from the Ana and the Zaya. But you guys are doing a rather good job of these counter dives. Okay, so that one's nanoed. It's a complete waste of a nano. You've just forced out a cooldown for doing next to nothing. It's really nice. It's a good bubble. This is incredible. Alright, so Wax is gonna die here, but you guys can now go for an aggressive play. Which you will have to at some point. Not. Another defensive play. This is amazing! This is probably the best I've ever seen you guys play. Gonna be honest. Okay, this is a bit of a feat, so as soon as you go aggressive it actually works really poorly. But for the defensive dives that you guys were doing there, that was some of the best Overwatch I've seen out of this team.
Thank you. The payload has reached the checkpoint.
We could definitely explore some more defensive dive team comp options.
Here it comes. Do something.
Ooh, an aggressive play. Alright. Got him. So, pretty good use of ultimates so far. Really nice Winston play, stopping the Reaper from being able to shoot you. Nicely done. I feel you'd be getting more out of a Tracer than an Ashe, but other than that, you guys are doing a really nice job. Position. Not too much that could have happened there. Stuff to Wrecking Ball's a bit dumb, but I see why you're doing it. There's not really any focus to this fight right now from either team. But I guess that's okay, as long as they're not focusing either. This is really impressive, you guys. Okay, but you all should be going back to spawn and swapping your comps back, because this might lose you the fight. Oh, and Wrecking Ball, really, again? Okay. When you're gonna play Reaper and McCree, you might want to pair the Reinhardt with a Sigma or a Zaya. Both of which do, I don't know, they just kind of substitute for the lack of, you know, stuff. help with the aggression. Okay, so this is massive feeding right here. Massive, massive feeding. But you guys have position, so whatever. It's interesting how quickly you can swap to an aggressive comp. Do it so well. Okay, so once the slam comes in, charge back in. Yeah, it's a team, you guys need to be pushing that. Oh, very nice. As a team, you guys didn't really use those mines to the fullest potential that you could have.
30 seconds remaining.
Alright. This team comp you guys keep doing, I don't like it at all. Really don't like it. It kinda seems to work for you guys. You guys are right, Dub has a really good wrecking ball. But you're pairing it with the weirdest fucking heroes. It's a bit like... It's pretty and when it comes down to it, you are losing to more traditional comps. That slow dive you guys were doing was really nicely done. I want to see more of that.
Ready for battle. Attackers incoming.
Oh! Yeah. Wow. The fuck is this comp? Let's have a look. He's running Wrecking Ball Winston. Guys are overusing Wrecking Ball, I think. You're just not using him with the right hero pairings. Like, your Winston just went in and died. Why are you playing Winston here? Oh, but yeah. Like, it just doesn't pair well with any other hero on this team. A pretty fast style of dive is being employed, but the Winston doesn't preach the same thing. Also, I want to see some Zenyatta. I've yet to see the Zenyatta Brigade combo, which I do want to see soon. He got rocked. Alright, Fish has gone D.Va, that's the right play. But now you need to get off on him, Mercy. D.Va Zaya? Okay, there we go. Seriously, the next scrim, if I keep seeing you two on these heroes, I'm gonna start getting quite mad. Because I feel like I keep saying don't, and it keeps happening. D.Va shouldn't be solo diving like that. Honor is completely vulnerable, and D.Va is completely feeding. Where's the Matrix? Oh, right, you're feeding. Also, playing this Wrecking Ball D.Va, like fast style of dive, without a Sombra, it can work, but if anyone watched the Nexus tournament, this is what Dallas Fuel, were they? No, the Gongs were charged, they actually played this. They had really good echo play though. But the best teams, they all played Sombra. This was a weird kind of niche. Dallas Fuel played McCree, which was even worse. nice mechanics.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
Now you're playing Reinhardt again! Why is these swaps happening?
Hey,
Alright, now you're playing a no speed Ryan comp.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
This is a nice copy. I need to see Ryan being beaten up. Why is his shield up? You're max health. Swing. You just... What are you doing? That shield use... Sorry, I'm being mean, but that shield usage there was so awful. So you're holding shield when you should have been swinging that could have killed the enemy Ryan, and then when it needs to be up, you drop it? What are you... No, 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 no. Oh my god. You guys are pretty hard throwing this point. You're swapping heroes every single time you lose a fight. Like, you've used up 2.5 minutes and the only ult you have is a nano boost. Oi! What are you looking at? Back. What's going on, little man?
Do something!
Alright. So you can definitely be pinching the Reinhardt here.
60 seconds remaining.
Die. That's a good disengage though.
time up it. Hello.
If you guys could just play, yeah, look, the best thing that you could be playing is either of the current meta comps with the Winston Zarya to be pushing up here, or you could be playing Wrecking Ball Diva to be pushing up. The Wrecking Ball Trace would be pushing up there, Diva would be getting Zen up to a high ground. But, like, you guys are just running weird stuff and kind of letting them do whatever the hell they want to you. Running underneath, which I know it seems like the best idea, but they have really good positions. If you guys are going to be running underneath, you probably want to be going straight to that building.
30 seconds.
You've just played straight into the Gravitic Flux. You don't have ults for it. Actually cancel it. I think a good flashbang there. But Zarya's gone off the cliff. Now that Ryan just smashes you. Okay, massive play from Fish. But I feel like it might be a tad too late now. Yeah. Alright, it's pretty obvious why you guys lost there. Look, on your defense point B, you guys did some things that really surprised me. Yeah, as I was saying, I saw the best Overwatch out of you guys that I have my entire time coaching you. It was really impressive. I'd like to see more of that. Maybe we can explore it in another scrim. But this weird, just random stuff that you're just throwing at the wall. I felt like we had a meeting to talk about why we're not going to do that anymore, and then it just happened again. Bro, my handwriting is awful. Hold on. P5S FDX. Alright.
66. Ready for battle.
Alright. Wow. Back to this.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
You guys could probably risk a hog full hold here. You once again... Okay, so I'm getting messages right now from the team, which kind of seems like you guys just didn't even think when you were doing swaps. You playing more of this Torbjorn Hanzo? It makes no sense.
2, 1. Attackers.
Seriously, no sense.
Stop the payload.
Okay, so Skype. That must have been an accident, right? Because Widow hit you once and then you climbed up for an easier shot? I hope that was an accident. Alright, so look how great Brawl is working out for you guys. You're just backing up. Backing up. And Orisa here is something I really would have liked to see employed, because you can hold a really hard point in that corner, but you've given them all the space in the world. Now you have to recontest. They have a massive advantage. So to push this, you guys need to be going for a quick rotation around the back of Big L's, because running down here, they've got their double hit scan thing. It's not going to work out. And instead, you're just standing in no man's land, letting them set up.
Deine Göttin ist da.
So that entire fight was really poor. There was no real thought of positioning, you just stood there and waited for them to come kill you. Like, there was probably a good 30 to 40 seconds where anything else could have happened.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Alright, 2 bubbles, okay. One of the bubbles made sense on a fish, stopped him from getting anti, the one that you used on yourself. Dub. What did that do? Did nothing. Okay, so here. Really good spot right now. Torb, you should not be up there, you should be down there with the tanks, but their Sigma is sleeping, and now you've got a pretty clean rush onto the tanks. On the cliff. You know what I mean. Alright, good initiative play. Kind of dirty, but now you can hold the card. This is going to be a tricky spot for them. So that was really nicely played. As a team, when you're playing Brawl here, you should be holding up on the garage, because it gives you all the options. Holding on the floor gives them all the options. Okay, so the Ryan's dropping without a team again. This is... Alright. Yeah, that's unfortunate with the... Good Flux beat wasn't there yet. Because you kind of seem to have an issue with building beats. The way you should be using your crossfade, it's like, I'm just saying this because you never have them when you should. The way you should be using your crossfade is you should always be on healing, and when you go to amp, at least maybe half the time, most of the time you should be amping speed, but then you just go back to healing. Because you get your passive charge quite quickly, and passive speed compared to passive healing, like, passive speed isn't that good. That's kind of how you played Lucio back in Goats, but swapping to healing for a second would give you ult, so... It's like... Yeah, you're using your amps... I'm assuming I'm not watching you closely. I'm not going to because it's not what this is about. But I'm assuming you're using your amps quite poorly, or at least sitting on speed all the time. All right. So as a team, yeah, probably should just keep pushing the bottom. Top team isn't doing anything. This is nicely done. I can't do anything. That's well played. But to address another issue, Dub, you kind of... I don't agree with most of your hero choice decisions. You play Zarya as a default when D.Va should be the default, and Zarya swapping as like an adaptation. You also play a lot of Wrecking Ball for no real reason. Like, you should be defaulting onto D.Va and then swapping to Zarya if you need it, and Wrecking Ball in some weird and extreme situations. Alright, so this hold here. The tanks are feeding their mines out. If the enemy were any good, you'd be dead already. Alright, you guys aren't utilizing high ground at all. The McCree just got up there for free. I'm closing off quite well though. Alright, so... in the time that it's taking you Kabisu to get one ult, the Sigma has gotten 1 in 69%. That's a good beat. Alright. It's kinda nice. Where the hell did you guys find this team? They're really bad. Alright, this is a nice aggressive fight. Now you don't have beat. This is a really good shadow you did just before you went up into the air. Stopped all of the damage. Nice counter pin as well. So you guys played that quite well. I'm not sure if it was on purpose, but you made up for the fact that you had no beat with the shadow, and it worked out. So it's good opportunistic play there. Alright, can we see a grab dragon? What are they gonna do? Dropping there, why? It's so unnecessary, you've just given up position. Also, the dragon is... That might be the least coordinated... What the hell? You guys had like a free 2-ult fight without having to move, and instead you all just jumped into a position where they would kill you and let them do it. All that needed to happen there was call out, grab dragon, let's do it. Yeet grab from there onto them. All that could happen is a Sigma catch, quite unlikely. Dragon right after. Instead, you guys jumped into a spot where you had no protection. Grabs, it was good, but dragon got cancelled and you guys just all fed to death. Death by feeding. Where's all this good brawl stuff that I saw from you guys on the first map? You just... This win, I don't think came from good gameplay, I think it came from poor from the enemies. Alright, your biggest concern should be the Sigma and the hit scans. You're not playing a D.Va. No, God knows why not. So you have no real way of contesting that other than your Lucio, but you don't want your Lucio to be doing that. Kabisu has taken you... He's built 80 in the time it's taken you to build 70, and he's been building for a shorter amount of time. You should be racing with, in a Sigma battle, you should be racing with Sigma for his ultimate. Xayah meta, you should be racing with Xayah, but you should always be striving to beat them in ult charge so you can counter their ult. Sigma does a lot, but you can be healing the heaps of damage that he is doing. Good and shit. Like right here, you're just fading for no particular reason. Team hasn't really moved too much. And the soldier on high ground is going forward. Okay, that's one way of doing it. Oh, I like that. God damn! I guess you can deal with it that way. Oh no, not more of this Wrecking Ball Reinhardt stuff, please! Please.
Payload is approaching its destination. 4 seconds remaining.
I've got you in my sights.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright, yeah, you guys are getting pretty good respawn kills. Should be able to win this.
Deine Göttin ist da.
That was alright.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.
Alright, come on, let's impress me on attack, please.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2,
Hello?
1. Attackers
There we go.
incoming. Escort the payload.
More of this. Already playing split. Fish has the right idea though. Executed wrong, but he has the right idea. Sitting on cards kind of dumb. You guys want to be rotating around the back of big girls. A Mei here would be pretty big for either. You know, putting a wall up over here so you guys can like rush in and get a good position, or walling yourselves up so you already have that good position. But instead, weird Hanzo comps that don't make any sense. Wonder what my mecha's deal I have today. Okay, wow. May not be able to build an ult very quickly, but you definitely deliver on the Reddit Lucio plays. That's a free kill onto Sigma that doesn't get chased. Oh, come on, chase it. God damn, it must feel annoying to have that happen to you. Okay, you guys do it anyway. Pretty slowly. You make them use res, that's something. Did you kill the Mercy is the real question. This play here is so dirty. And not in a good way, like, more like, what the hell is going on, dirty? You guys should be stacking behind Reinhardt. I don't know what happened during this scrim, but you guys just seem to be mentally deteriorating. Oh, damn it. So for $6 I can get a small Big Mac meal and a cheeseburger with it, which is pretty, like $6, that's pretty good. But it expires today and I want to get it tomorrow, so I don't know if I should like go get it today, like now, after the scrim obviously, after the VOD, or I should like just see what happens tomorrow. I don't know. I get 15% off tomorrow, but it's like only 15% off over $15 meals, so I've got like pretty big dilemma here. Anyway, back to the scrim. You guys have better positioning, but you also don't have team. Okay, they've gone Reinhardt. They've already lost. As soon as you get your Rein into a good position, you frick them. Unfortunately, they're doing what you guys couldn't, and they're using the time that's being given to them to set up properly. It's right here. The lowdown has lost the fight, but Bastion and Sigma could definitely win this. Grab's pretty good, and by using his tank form, he's already thrown. I don't know, I might get the... I think I'm gonna get the Big Mac deal. It's so cheap, it's like... Oh, how could I not? How much do I have on my card? Oh, $32! Lucky boy! It's tempting, it's tempting. Do you reckon streaming services have like security deposits? They like charge you $50 for first signing up, and then no, Foxtel would do that though, wouldn't they? All right, jump on them. Oh wait, you're the blue team. Okay, this position sucks. So no peel for Sky as the Sombra does whatever the fuck she wants, and you guys should be up on top of Zed's garage, pushing them out because their positioning is. And yours is... Okay, nice shot from Sky, but still as a team you guys are absolutely asking for the bum. To be bummed. Bisa, you are once again losing the race to ultimate against the Sigma. He actually uses it while you're calling them, so it's not bad. This is why I don't understand why you're not playing D.Va. As a Zarya, you're contesting the snipers. As a Zarya.
Apagando las luces.
This is really damn messy. Here's one, so weaving curves. Right. Come on, you can get up there. Good boy. Too late though. Ash has gone and killed you. Your Moira. How about you now? Pushing in, you have grab coalescence. Once this anti wears off, you should just int and use it. Although I worry you're gonna do it before the anti wears off. Okay, no, good. Alright, now int and use it. Keep Hanzo on the cart. Come on. Come on, you have them. Come on. Come on. The longer you wait, the better it is for them. There we go. Where's the grab? There's the grab. Nice! Alright. You guys took too long, so it was in a pretty bad spot. To the point where even your Reinhardt dies for it. Look, I disagree with every single pin Fish has done tonight, except for like the counter pins, but you guys should have used it up at the corner. It would have been so much better than over there. Too much like open space for Fish to get shot from. think we're gonna watch from this angle for the rest. Make things a little bit interesting. Bro, look at how hot that truck is. Oh, my bad. My bad. Okay. God, this angle sucks. So now you rotate high ground when... whatever. Alright. So as Reinhardt pushes in, shouldn't even have to look at the Reaper. Dub should be dealing with that. Nice. Good job. It's a pretty funny flank from Dubs. Alright, so good execution this fight. You have the side to worry about. But pretty good execution that fight. Then you just walk it in. Why do they swap to Lucio now? Come on. So that was... yeah. I want everyone to text me so we can have a bit of a chat after you've all seen this. Yeah. This was interesting, but I think... look, out of this has been 82-minute VOD. Only 2 of those minutes I've been impressed. So let's find out what you guys did well in those 2 minutes and work on them in the future. Good to an extent.